Hi, this is Ronald, and in this video I show you 5 quick tips how you can really improve your audio recordings. And it doesn't matter if you need it as part of your videos or for a podcast. And if you think good audio quality wouldn't be so important, watch 10 seconds of the first video I put on YouTube. Hi everybody, in this video I want to compare a Yamaha Revstar RS620 and a Gibson. Okay. So if you look at this whole setup here, it's not only a better camera that I use, the audio quality should be much better than on the first video. And I can show you how you can improve your quality as well. The first tip, and this is quite obvious but has to be mentioned for beginners, you have to buy an external microphone. Internal camera microphones suck. I mean, listen to this. That's the internal microphone of a Sony A7siii, a camera that costs above 6,000 euro with lens. It's really not professional. You cannot record audio like that. It doesn't have to be the best of the best microphones in my opinion. You can easily spend some €1,000 for a microphone. The one I have is the Rode VideoMic NTG. It sits quite here. And it's a very versatile microphone. You can plug it into your camera, or you can use it as a USB microphone for your voiceover recordings. The microphone costs about 250 euros, which is almost the same in dollars. This is how it looks like, and you find an Amazon link in the video description below. I have a second microphone as well, which is a lavalier microphone, because there are situations where you cannot put a boom mic in the perfect position. For example, if the person you want to film is moving. In this case, you can use a lavalier microphone, put it on somebody's shirt and get crisp audio. Again, you can spend a lot of money on lavalier microphones. This one I found is the Tascam DR10L. It's a good microphone. I use it in a lot of situations and it's about 200 bucks. Again, you can find a link to this in the description below. And if you're curious about the sound, we switch to it right now. I put the microphone here, and what you hear now is the sound of the Tascam DR10L. In my opinion, the sound is not as good as a perfectly mounted boom mic, but in situations where you have no other chance, it's a good solution. And if you don't want to see the lavalier microphone outside, you can tape it inside the shirt and the quality is still good. My second tip is prepare the room you are filming or recording in. If you have a room like me with flat walls, no carpets, flat ceilings, you probably get a lot of echo in your recordings. And since the quality of the audio file is at least as important as the video quality, we need to improve this. I show you how I make a big improvement with only 25 bucks. I bought 2 of these blankets and you find an Amazon link in the description below. And they are great because they are cheap and portable. I don't only use them here in my studio, I bring them to almost every interview I shoot, just in case we have to film in a reverb cave like this here. So what I usually do is I put one blanket right beneath the person who is speaking. That way I already eliminate the first part of the sound where it's created. And the floor is usually a very flat and hard surface which reflects the sound, so it needs to be covered. And then I use a second blanket and put it on a C-stand. I have one right here, which I put in front of the biggest wall in my office, because this biggest wall reflects a lot of sound and therefore causes very much echo, and I want to cover it as well. So you already can hear a big difference between this shot, where I have no blankets, and this one here, where I have one on the ground and one beside me. And if you want to know how I built this little studio here, here is a link where you can watch it. The third tip is about microphone placement. Where should I put the microphone to get the best, crispiest sound? Well, I think the best distance from the microphone to the mouth is between 20 and 30 centimeters, which is about 8 to 12 inches. This is because the further you put the microphone away from the mouth, the more you hear other sounds like room sounds, background noise, and so on. Why is that? Well, if you have the microphone right in front of your mouth, the loudest part of all sounds in the room for the microphone is your voice. The background noise, all the surround sounds are much more silent compared to your noise. When you move back, you maybe hear a lot of other sounds, maybe more reverb, more echo, maybe you hear the fan of my notebook. And that's just because my voice becomes more quiet, and the difference between my voice and the level of the background noise isn't that big anymore. I come back because the sound is quite crappy. So you have to boost the entire signal level in post-production, which boosts the background noise as well. That's why you can hear it so much more and your voice doesn't stand out anymore. Tip number 4, recording level. Set your recording level so that your voice ranges from -12 dB to -6 dB. That's a good starting point, and that way you don't have to boost your entire signal in post-production, which would lead to more noise, as we saw in the previous example. But sometimes, even if you set your levels correctly, something loud happens. Be careful. Somebody laughs, somebody claps into your microphone like an idiot, stuff like that. So this clap was much louder than my voice, and it can be that the microphone clips. And a clipping microphone, you cannot recover the sound from that. It's like filming something very bright sky, where the sky is clipping. You just get a white spot, a big white surface in your image, and you cannot recover details out of that. And it's the same with audio levels. But, and that's why I love my Rode VideoMic NTG so much, this can record a second channel with -20 dB. So if your normal channel clips, you have this safety channel where you can take the lower signal out, and in most cases this one is not clipping. Tip number 5. In addition to correct mic placement, good microphones, using blankets where you can, I use software to enhance the quality of my audio files. And in some cases where you simply cannot put blankets anywhere, software is even your only chance to improve audio quality. The best plugin I found is from the company iZotope. They have plugins for filtering out breathe sounds, minimizing echo, and so on. And here's the plugin I use the most. It's simply called Voice Denoise, which sounds very promising and does exactly that. Just drag the plugin onto your footage or audio file and listen to the difference. This is a text I recorded without any sound blankets and without the plugin. This is a text I recorded without any sound blankets, but I applied the plugin afterwards. Okay, that's a big difference, right? iZotope even offers a software where you can load your audio files in, and it optimizes it automatically. The software analyzes your audio file, detects if background hum or echo is available, and applies the needed effects on its own. It presents you 3 optimized versions of your file, and you just have to choose which one you like best. This is pretty neat if you don't know exactly how to treat or optimize audio files. So, as always, thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked my video, maybe give me a like below, maybe subscribe to my channel, and hopefully see you again in the next one.